Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 3 math. You can find all the lessons on aplistudents.com. You have to log in there using your you have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 3 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter triangles and quadrilaterals. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Here I'm on grade 3 math. Chapter we're on right now is triangles and quadrilaterals. Let's just start with the first lesson, that is acute, obtuse and right triangles. What kind of triangle is this? So that is a right triangle because one of the angle measures exactly 90 degrees, so that is the right triangle. Let's just start with the test questions. What kind of triangle is this? So one of the angles measured exactly 90 degrees, so that is the right triangle. The correct option is right. Option number 3 is the correct option. What kind of triangle is this? Right triangle it is because one of the angles is measured exactly 90 degree. What kind of triangle is this? So one of the angles is greater than 90 degrees, so that is the obtuse triangle. Option number 3 is the correct option. What kind of triangle is this? All the angles are less than 90 degrees, so that is the acute triangle. Option number 1 is the correct option. What kind of triangle is this? Right triangle. It is the correct option is right. What kind of triangle is this? That is the obtuse triangle. Option number 2 is the correct option. What kind of triangle is this? That is the acute triangle. Option number 3 is the correct option. What kind of triangle is this? That is a right triangle. Option number 3 is the correct option. What kind of triangle is this? That is the acute triangle. What kind of triangle is this? That is a right triangle. Option number 1 is the correct option. What kind of triangle is this? That is the obtuse triangle. Option number 3 is the correct option. What kind of triangle is this? That is the we are working on the lesson that is the kind of triangles. So we can classify triangles like three on in the three classes. They are right, obtuse, and acute triangles. So look at the triangle we are on right now. You can see one of the angle is 105 degrees. So if the triangle have any angle that is more than 90 degrees, then that would be the obtuse triangle. Like you can classify the angle on the basis of triangle. Like if a triangle has exactly one of the angle that measures exactly 90 degrees, so then the triangle is the right triangle, right? And if you have a triangle that has all the angles that are less than 90 degrees, is the acute triangle. So that is the one we are on right now is obtuse because one of the angle measures more than 90 degrees, so that is the obtuse triangle. What kind of triangle is this? So just look at all the angles in the triangle. All the angles are less than 90 degrees. 59 degree and 62 degrees. All the angles that are less than 90 degrees are the acute triangle. Option number one is the correct option. Acute triangle it is. What kind of triangle is this? 30 degrees, 13 degrees, 13, 30, 35, and 115. So see, one of the angle is more than 90 degrees, right? That is obtuse triangle because one of the angle is more than 90 degrees. So that is the obtuse triangles. What kind of triangle is this? So look at the triangle. One of the angle is more than 90 degrees. So then that is the obtuse triangle. Option number three is the correct option. What kind of triangle is this? That is the obtuse triangle. Option number one is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is the next lesson is that is scalene, isosceles, and quadrilateral triangles. Is this triangle isosceles? So now look at the sides of the triangle. So all the an equilateral triangle is a triangle that has all three sides equal. Equi, just related with the word equal and equi. So if the triangle has all three sides equal, then that would be the equilateral triangle. An isosceles triangle is the one that has two equal sides, and a scalene triangle has three different sides. So the example we're on right now has two equal sides. So then that would be the isosceles triangle. Okay, let's just start with the test questions. Is this triangle scalene? The triangle has all three angles different in measurement. So that is the scalene triangle. The correct option is yes, scalene triangle it is. What kind of triangle is this? That is the scalene triangle because all the angles are different in measurement. So that is the scalene triangle. What kind of triangle is this? That is the scalene triangle because all the angles are different in measurement. So scalene triangle it is. Not scalene. Oh, two of the angles are equal. That is isosceles but not equilateral. Option number two is the correct option. See 31 degrees, and 118. So two of the angles are equal in measurement. So that is the isosceles triangle but not equilateral. Got it? So option number two is the correct option. Isosceles but not equilateral. Option number two is the correct option, but I selected the wrong option. Okay, the next one is what kind of triangle is this? So all the sides are equal in measurement. So what kind of triangle it is? Two of the sides are equal in measurement, so isosceles but not equilateral. Is this triangle isosceles? That is the no, that is not the isosceles triangle. The correct option is no. But isosceles it is because two of the sides are equal in measurement. Yes, so isosceles it is. Okay, got it. Is this triangle isosceles? Yes, that is the isosceles triangle. Option number 2 is the correct option. What kind of triangle is this? That is the scalene triangle. All three sides are different in measurement. What kind of triangle is this? All the three angles are different in measurement, so scalene it is. What is this triangle called equilateral? No, that is not an equilateral triangle. Is this triangle equilateral? No, that is not an equilateral triangle. What kind of triangle is this? Isosceles but not equilateral. Is this triangle equilateral? No, that is not an equilateral triangle. The correct option is no. Is this triangle scalene? No, that is not a scalene triangle. Is this triangle equilateral? Yes, that is an equilateral triangle because all the angles are equal in measurement, so equilateral triangle it is. Is this triangle isosceles? No, that is not the isosceles triangle. Is this triangle equilateral? No, that is not the equilateral triangle, so the correct option is no. What kind of triangle is this? That is isosceles but not equilateral. Is this triangle equilateral? That is the No, that is not the equilateral triangle. Is this triangle equilateral? No, that is not an equilateral triangle. What kind of triangle is this? The correct option is scalene triangle. All the angles are different in measurement, so scalene it is. Okay, we are done with the lesson. Let's just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is classify quadrilaterals. So let's just start with the lesson. Which words describe the shape? A quadrilateral is a polygon with four sides. A trapezoid is a quadrilateral with one pair of parallel sides. A rhombus is a parallelogram with four sides that are congruent. Congruent sides are the same length. A rectangle is a parallelogram with four right angles. Yes, this shape is a quadrilateral because it has four sides. No, the shape is not a trapezoid because it does not have one pair of parallel sides. And that is not the rhombus also, the shape is a quadrilateral. Let's just start with the test questions. Is this shape a square? No, that is not a square. Option number 2 is the correct option. Which word describe this shape? Choose all that apply. So which is the correct option? That is a square. All four sides are equal in measurement, so that is a quadrilateral. Wait, all of the above. See how a parallelogram is a quadrilateral. A parallelogram is a quadrilateral in which both of the opposite sides are parallel and congruent. Congruent sides are the same length. So a rectangle is a parallelogram with four right angles. A square is a parallelogram with four sides, angles, and four congruent sides. Yes, the shape is a quadrilateral because it has four sides. Yes, this shape is a parallelogram because both pairs of parallel and congruent. Yes, this shape is a square because it has four sides and are equal in measurement. The shape is a quadrilateral, a parallelogram, rectangle, and a square. Okay, let's just so that is all of the above. Is this shape a quadrilateral? Yes, it is. That is a four-sided shape, so quadrilateral it is. Which word describe the shape? That is a parallelogram. Option number one is the correct option. Is this shape a parallelogram? No, that is not a parallelogram. Is this shape a parallelogram? The correct option is no, that is not a parallelogram. Is this shape a rhombus? The correct option is, I think, no, that is not the rhombus. Is this shape a rectangle? No, that is not a rectangle. Is this shape a rhombus? No, that is not a rhombus. Which word describe the shape? Quadrilateral, trapezoid, all of the above. Yes, all of the above. Okay. Oh no, that okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 3 math. Chapter we were working on is triangles and quadrilaterals. The lessons we have covered today are acute, obtuse, and right triangles, scale and isosceles and equilateral triangles, and then classify quadrilaterals. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. Help with any of the lessons, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you, or either you can confusions if you have any. So any questions you can please ask if you have. I'm here to answer all your and confusions if you have.